So today we're going to have a chat about the best way to get the water out of your tofu so that it's not soggy and it's really chewy and delicious. This is the simplest way I know that you can get your tofu ready to use in any recipe, whatever the recipe is telling you to do. Marinate, dry fry, air fry, stir fry, whatever it's saying, this is the way to prepare it. So you get your tofu home from the store, and here is my organic, GMO certified free, extra firm tofu, which is the kind that you want to cook with and even put in your salads or grill or stir fry. And you get it home from the store, it comes like this, and what you do is you stick it in the package just like this directly into the freezer, and you freeze it into a hard block. And then when you want to use it, the night before you think you want to do tofu, you take it out and you just throw it on the counter like that. And you just let it sit there overnight. Remember, it's not dairy, nothing's going to happen to it. It's just going to thaw out. Okay, so then when you're ready to start your cooking, you just take a knife and you open up your package like this. And you can go around. Because remember, it's filled with liquid, so it's a little bit splashy. It can be splashy. And so you just open it up like this so that there's your thing. It's filled with water, so you're going to want to dump the water out into the sink. We'll move that over a little bit. We'll dump the water out into the sink, and then you just take your block, and here's my block. Here's what it looks like, and it's dripping a little bit, but instead of all of that, putting it down on towels and putting a heavy book over it and all this stuff to get the fluid out, all you have to do once it's been frozen is squeeze it like a sponge, and it all comes right out. See that? Squeeze it in every direction, and you'll see that it gets a little denser. See, it gets a little denser. Now, obviously you're not going to drop your chunks into that fluid again or it'll take it back up. So you keep doing that. If you were going to crumble it into a scramble, for example, you could then, dump out the liquid that's in this bowl, and then you could break off pieces of this and, squeeze it into smaller pieces. But I really like to grill my tofu with shish kebab, just the way I used to make chicken way back before I was a vegan. So you just keep squeezing like a sponge. You don't want to rip it in half. See, I still sort of have it in a chunk. And you just keep squeezing, and I'm done. That's it. It's all squeezed. There's nothing more to happen here. So then, get rid of this bowl, and then you can just take your knife, and you can make some nice 1/4-inch thick slices like this for marinating, or what I like to do is have slightly larger chunks for making shish kebab. So I'm going to put it in a balsamic marinade, and then I'm going to be able to shish kebab it up. I might even make these a little smaller. And this way you'll be ready to use it in whatever recipe you like. And it'll be denser without the big pockets filled with fluid, and it will take up whatever you put it in. Another little tip is you could just chop these up into smaller chunks like this. Like this. And then you can just pour salad dressing on these in a baggie and keep them in the fridge. And then when it's salad time, you just take a few of these off and throw them on your salad. And it's like little feta cheese chunks that are deliciously vinegary. I actually think they feel like feta cheese. So that's the way I do my tofu. That's the easiest way I know how. And feel free to ask me any questions. Good luck.